ones. I am so happy to be here at the third annual Roast and Ride, and thank you, Joni, for pulling this together. I listened to people here and met so many of you and had conversations, and I just reflect on what great shape Iowa is in. With sending off the longest-seated governor in the history of the United States of America to be the best person in America, to be the ambassador to China, in a time when we need a really good ambassador to China, and most states would look around and say, well, who are we going to put in this place? Well, look at this. Kim Reynolds. No better prepared person to be the governor of the state of Iowa than now Governor Kim Reynolds. She's a new governor and an old friend. And I really appreciate that. That's pretty much true about Joni Ernst, too. Not quite as new a senator, but a great one, and an old friend. And it's so good to be working with people of like mind, like motivation. And when we pull together as a team, we can get a lot done. And our team came together in the state legislature and maybe had the best session ever for an Iowa General Assembly. And I'm really proud of what they've all accomplished, every one of them in the House and Senate, working with the governor and lieutenant governor. And Adam Gregg, old friend too. We just figured out 13 years ago when we first met. I was a little before that actually, because it would have been in 2002, sometime in about, maybe May or June of 2002 when we first met. I've watched them develop into the people they are. I know their character, I know their motivations, I know their values. And I sleep well at night knowing that Iowa is in the hands of the people that I've spoken of here. And then I look at what we've been able to do out in Washington. And it's a product of what we did here in Iowa. With the First in the Nation caucus here in Iowa, we vetted 17 Republican presidential candidates, and we scored them, and we tested them, and we asked them questions, and we challenged them, and out of that came a result that is this. Not only did we elect a president, but we transferred Iowa values into the Oval Office of the White House, the United States of America. Iowa values. And when I walk in that place now, they don't say, what are you doing here? They say, do you know where you're going here? Because we'll help you if you do. Otherwise, essentially wander around wherever you want to go and talk to the folks there so we can help move that policy in the right direction. We haven't gone far enough. We need to get a wall built, for one thing. Build the wall. Build the wall. And they say we can't afford it, but we can build a 4-lane highway across Iowa and Highway 20 for $4 million a mile. Tell me why we think it takes 25 or 30 billion to build a couple thousand miles of wall. No, just build 2-lane highway, stand it up on edge and a couple fences and seat it, and you're there. Half the price, the whole wall. We can do it. Governor Reynolds mentioned the value of innocent unborn human life. And I want to reinforce that. And we may have the strongest now pro-life governor we've had. And on it, I've been doing my part in Washington too, and I introduced a heartbeat bill. You've seen the billboards out there that say abortion stops a beating heart. We know if you stop a heart, you stopped a life. We've long argued that life begins at the moment of conception. Innocent, unborn, unique gift, a miracle from God. The legislation that I've introduced says this: if you're going to commit an abortion, you shall check for a heartbeat. If a heartbeat can be detected, the baby is protected. And we're up to, we will soon be at 100 co-sponsors on that legislation, which means it's likely to get a hearing this year. So we're going to keep moving. And then on the other side of this equation, I want to say that the liberals made a prediction that's probably right. What could it possibly be, is what you're thinking. Well, when the president pulled out of the Paris Accord, they all predicted that sea level is going to go up. And I say, probably so, but with the tears of the left. And the president has reset our foreign policy in a good and a strong and a bold way. And when he sent 59 cruise missiles down through that airstrip in Syria, that sent a message to everybody in the world. And then he waited about 2 weeks and he dropped the Moab in Afghanistan. And the Moab, I measured it, it's a 1-mile blast radius. Hiroshima and Nagasaki was a 1-mile blast diameter. That's a function of pi. The Moab is triple the blast area of either Hiroshima or Nagasaki. So I'll just say this: if you're that chubby little dictator in North Korea, you got to be thinking, just a minute, that's 3 times more than was Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I guess America doesn't have to go nuclear, even if he does. And And so we have a president that now he's playing some brinksmanship. He's a bit of an enigma, but he's strong and he's bold and he's confident. And America is back in the world. Our economy has bounced back. The stock market is up. Unemployment is down. Job creation is up. There's optimism again. And we're going to keep our children here in Iowa because this is the best place in the world to raise a family. And it's the best place in the world to start and run a business. And it's got the best future of any place in the world. And we can see it. We can see it in you, and we can see it in the people you elect to represent you. So God bless Iowa. God bless the United States of America. Let's go get her done.
Let's go get her done.
I think we have we're going to end now, but I think we just had a celebrity walk in. Is that our Secretary of Ag back there, Bill Northey? Wave your hand, Bill, right back there in the blue shirt. On behalf of Joni, Ernst, and all Iowa Republicans, thank you. All I can remember is just that wonderful, wonderful hundreds and hundreds of motorcycles rolling by here. And I think, folks, if you hurry up, remember I told you earlier that the Democrats were meeting in Boone? They were actually meeting in a telephone booth on Elm Street. They're down to 2 people. They can fit 3 in there if you want to go in and have a debate. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for supporting Republicans. Thanks, Gail, for your